Welcome to this episode of the Fandom Podcast. I'm DJ Go.
Chris Davis.
Sean Hogarty, and a special guest,
Jimmy the Hair Guy.
Jimmy the Hair Guy.
What's up, Jimmy?
Welcome to the Fan Men Podcast.
It's an honor, boys.
I have been looking forward to this for so long. Though it can't be that long, because I only met you a few months ago.
Yeah, well, I've been looking forward to it ever since, pretty much.
Oh, good.
Anytime we get to talk to somebody that actually listens to us, it's a rarity. It's not named
listen to
Chris.
you. It's not named Chris.
I don't listen to us. So
You're-
somebody that actually enjoys the
You're
show.
annoying our number one fan, Sherry.
No.
I went to see
does?
Sherry for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I literally live streamed driving to her mom's house on Thanksgiving Day.
Did you kill any geese?
I did not, but I killed some brain cells. They fed me booze. I gave them booze. It was a wonderful thing.
Sounds like a good holiday.
Yeah.
It was a good holiday, but it was not nearly as much driving as a certain idiot at this table has been doing recently.
I was impressed.
So let's roll back. Jimmy the Hair Guy is a friend of ours. I think of him as a super fan. I first laid eyes on him when visiting the Tell 'em Steve Dave General Store, Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast we love. And
We love to plug other people's shows on this show.
that's pretty much all we do.
That's what we do.
And as I poke my head through the door, there's this young man standing there with a pensive look on his face. Really, his hands in his pockets, I think, and he's looking at something. And
Almost
then
like
I
Sean
hear him.
kept that image in a bank somewhere for a special occasion.
Oh, this is part of the spank bank, and he's looking at this kind of PVC black case. Get your mind out of the gutter, and in it
I don't judge.
is Brian
silicone
Quinn
himself.
of Impractical Jokers. Tell him Steve Dave. His hair. There's a very large
goes
price
glass.
tag. We're not going to talk about what the price was, but Jimmy says, "I think I'm going to do it. I think today is the day."
I think that's exactly what I said.
That's pretty close, right? I mean, you were
Pretty spot on, yeah.
And so I happened to be there when this thing that I didn't think anybody was ever going to buy was bought, and it was Jimmy. And that actually turned into you being an almost immediate guest on a Tell 'em Steve Dave recording.
Basically, official member Tell 'em Steve Dave Town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's worth it.
I think there's going to
totally.
be clearly worth it. But let's roll back a little bit. So you're the guy who spent a bunch of money on some hair, but as I've gotten to know you and others, you are one of the most wonderful examples of a fan I've ever met. I'll let you kind of tell your story, but you're a fan of a lot of things. You collect a lot of things.
I do. Yeah.
He's my people.
Yeah. Except he's 100% fan or 0% fan. And of all the things that he likes, he's full love, full enthusiasm. And I just find that so heartwarming. So tell us a bit about the Jimmy story. How did you get to be such a big fan? Where did it start?
I don't know, dude. I was kind of just always like this. Anything I liked, I was all in. And we call it merch now, but when I was a kid, it was all about toys,
Right.
So the more obscure, like movie toys, the cooler it was. Like I never gave a shit about the heroes so much as I like the villains.
Yeah.
Like that always spoke to me way more.
Did this go back to before you could buy yourself stuff? Like you asked for
way
Christmas?
before. Oh yeah.
Totally.
Oh yeah. Like if I had now what I had then, I could probably save some money because I had a lot of cool stuff that's now long gone. But I did keep some of it too. But I mean, now anything I buy stays in the box. Everything then obviously came out.
You took to my ears.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself going back to buy the stuff you wanted when you were a kid?
That's like all
I
I do
fell into
now.
that trap.
Yeah.
You saw it up in the office. And
Yeah, it's brutal.
That's like all I do now.
what 47-year-old guy goes and buys a Hall of Justice because he never had it when he was a child?
Yeah. Luckily, a lot of the stuff when we were kids, like they're remaking it now. So it's you can your Masters of the Universe, your GI Joe anniversary editions, your superpowers now with the McFarlane stuff.
There's
It's like
a bag of those upstairs.
instead of buying a $600 Batman superpower off eBay, you can buy the $9 one from McFarlane made at Walmart, and it scratches the itch. It totally does it. It gives you the little dopamine hit.
And it's a
Chris
lot.
has the Chris is like, I have the old one.
I have the original one.
No, I don't know. Maybe.
On the card. They're expensive.
So I don't know
on the card,
exactly where you fall. Like DJ's the youngest of the three of us. Chris is kind of in the middle, and then I'm the cranky grandpa. I assume you're kind of closer to DJ in age. But what were the things when you were a kid? I know the kind of stuff you're into now, but like were there cartoon shows, movies that started it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Batman, right from the get-go. My old man took me to see the 89 one when I was 1 year old.
Oh, dude.
That's amazing.
And then Returns when I was 4.
Okay.
And I actually have memories of that. Like I remember sitting in my mom's lap and watching Penguin in the sewer with the umbrella that he's going to use to bring the kids to their death. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
And that movie actually opened on my birthday. And
that's right.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. Like I always thought that I dreamt this poster.
Was it June 21st or
19th?
19th.
19th, and I think they did single one shots for Batman, for Catwoman, and for Penguin.
Yes.
And I for years thought I just dreamt that, but I always wanted this Penguin one. Come to find out, not only does it exist, but it's got my fucking birthday on it.
Right on it.
So that became a grail, and then eventually it became mine.
There you go.
So your 4th birthday was watching one of the more disturbing, like especially as a kid. I mean, so no wonder you're kind of twisted in the horror.
Oh, I'm totally fucked up. But I didn't like see it that way then. I just thought it was cool. You know what I mean? And then like I got super into the animated series. I always loved that shit. And then like because of my age, and DJ can probably relate to this, like the classic Nicktoons I was super into, and then Beavis and Butthead, and then later on South Park. So like anytime there was like any kind of merch for that, I was all over it. Are
you from the Worcester? Like, so you're actually local.
You're born and raised.
Yeah, you live in Philly now, but
I've only been in Philly for 4 years.
So actually, there's a lot more commonality than I really thought, particularly with you and DJ.
I was a That's Entertainment shopper for I don't know 15 years.
That's my hood.
Yep.
I'm going there since I was like 7.
Yeah, I'm surprised we never crossed each other.
I know, seriously.
Because I was there every week. My brother would always go on Wednesdays for the new comics. I would usually go, I think, on maybe Fridays, but every week I went.
There's no way you guys weren't in the store.
Probably, it was probably happened 100
Probably.
times. We just didn't know it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So I did learn a bit more about Jimmy's local connections today. I'm not sure where to start with this, but I've been excited to sit down. The one thing I said to Chris and DJ earlier today was that Jimmy had DJ'd himself or DJ'd the shit out of himself. And kind of what I meant by that was one of the...
About a random pile of crap.
Yeah. For others, right?
That's the key.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Right.
Way too many others.
He's hooking up others.
Yeah.
I do.
Right. So, and I'll give you respect. You do it a lot. And it comes from a combination of big heart, small brain.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You are generous.
Thank God he's not judgy at all, right?
Oh, I got nothing to lose, but be honest. So right, he likes doing things for other people. Very generous heart, loves to give gifts, loves to go out of his way to, think of and grab things for other people. And he also gets the rush out of buying things in general. So I think there's additional just buying stuff, even if it's for other people, is good.
It's the elaborate hit the M&M button kind of thing.
So yesterday was Black Friday, and one of my favorite podcasts, Tell 'em Steve Dave, has been running Black Friday specials for a while. So they had a bunch of merch that went on sale at midnight, Thanksgiving night, or yesterday morning.
Yep.
And Jimmy has gained a little celebrity by being Jimmy the Hair Guy in the Tell 'em Steve Dave community. So there's a lot of people that, like him even more, know his name and are interested in his autograph, him touching things, his hair, I believe. I don't know. I actually do know who wants it. But the thing he did was offer up on Facebook, hey, anybody that, is worried about not getting stuff, I'm going to be there with the guys at the general store where all the stuff is.
Idea.
I'm happy to pick stuff up for you. Just, just get me the money and you'll cover shipping or whatever. I joined him after he'd already started at a Worcester post office this morning. And I personally wrote his wrong return address on the first 3/4 of the packages. But just how many packages do you think we're talking at least 40?
At least 40.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And these are
That's insane.
cassettes, these giant oversized, pod pals that look a lot like Pops.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shirts.
How do those come out? Do those come out?
Oh, they're beautiful.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I was
yeah.
because did they have someone make them for him, or were they like custom
Yeah.
jobs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
I ordered one. I'll show you. Or there's some out in his car.
But then, like, to add
Yeah.
to that, like, to make that even worse, once people figured out that I could get them signed,
Oh shit.
Then it became, I mean, that was one of
That's other level.
that was one of the bigger headaches, was because, you know, some people wanted their name, some people wanted everybody, some people just wanted Walt. There was one guy that got Q, because Q showed up for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
And while he was there, I got him, because originally only one person had asked for signatures.
Yeah.
And so that guy got Q. By the time everybody else started asking for signatures, Q was gone.
Yeah.
So then I had to separate that one special Q one from everything else.
Fuck me.
Then you had
God.
people that wanted their names.
Yeah.
Originally, we sent somebody the wrong pop.
Because it wasn't signed the right way. So open
Yeah.
the box. But so that's the, you know, DJ'd himself,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He took generosity
That's
and
another
offered
level, yeah.
It was another level. But
I don't do tags.
well, yeah, you don't do anything customer. You're a nut. Don't point at him and act like you're so much more sane.
You should.
But the thing that made this amazing to me was no good deed goes unpunished. I was pretty sure the scale of this, given his heart and generosity, was going to be off the charts. It was, but also the scale of his lack of preparation for it, which was largely what drove me nuts. Right, like literally all of the information of who ordered what their addresses were, everything is in a set of Facebook Messenger. Like he's literally like, there's no spreadsheet. He hasn't got a written down list of who's got.
You
what.
didn't take 2 hours to organize that?
He
There's
hasn't
a
had it.
spreadsheet, but like
I haven't
Apple
had it.
Notes.
No, he hasn't
goes a
had
long
it
way.
because he's been driving back and forth between Massachusetts, New Jersey, back and forth multiple times in like 48 plus hours. I mean, it's ludicrous. But all about the local stuff. So he chose this particular post office because he had a friend that he used to work with, and she was working today. Poor Sarah, who I got to say, I really enjoyed her. But she literally was taking order by order the mugs, the stickers,
So
the
many
shirts,
mugs.
picking out boxes, packing. Like
Oh my
those
God.
were hand packed, most of them by a United States. Unless I shouldn't be saying this.
Go ahead.
But she was providing good, you know, over the line service to young Jimmy. And I knew we weren't going to make it on time as soon as I saw it. But I also knew that I really wanted to get Chris's thoughts on this now.
And I was stressing out so
You were.
bad.
And I was trying to relax.
I was mostly concerned about being late. I didn't care about anything else. I didn't want to be late.
I knew there was no chance you were going
And
to
I
be
had
on time.
to I had to go to the bank too, and they closed at noon. And I'm like, I gotta run to the bank real quick. So
I
Sean had
saw-
to ship a few things for me.
Shipping, post office, Worcester on a Saturday morning. I'm like, there's
wasn't
so
that
many
busy.
things wrong.
That
with this.
wasn't
It
an
really
issue.
was not. Yeah.
We had her all to ourselves pretty much. She took maybe two other customers in between.
The other problem you had was bringing Sean. Because
Oh, no,
any
I
problem you're trying to solve, you're going to have to listen to the diatribe that's at least as long as the solution.
No diatribe.
To his credit, he was a huge help.
didn't talk?
And did not give me any shit. He was actually laughing at me the whole time. I'm assuming because of my attitude. Like if I was being a dick, I assume you would have been like, "Well, fuck you, then."
weren't- you weren't a
But
dick.
I was so fucking concerned about being late. Like I did not want to hold you guys up. And I'm like, I'm looking at the time. Every time I fucking had to write down an address, I'm looking at the time on my phone.
Buddy, you're fine. We're used to recording without Sean.
God.
This is
Oh,
normal.
wait, no, yeah.
We've done a few of
No,
these.
if there's a person that has punctuality, maybe availability issues, sure, but punctuality issues, it's not this one.
Oh no, we usually get Google invites and all that stuff.
Yeah, I get it all.
Then the text that says the room's open, but I'm going to get coffee and talking to Jen, and I'll be there in 15 minutes.
No, come on. Not true.
I'll look at DJ covering. Yeah.
Anyway,
You don't
I
know,
knew
I know.
we were going to be just fine, but that it was also, we started because of common fandom. We talk about all kinds of random stuff, but it's really just what we like. And I love how much you love stuff, even to the extent of loving other
So-
people who love it.
I'm curious on your take, Sean,
Mm-hmm.
because Jimmy and I can relate very easily. I mean, his story is essentially my story,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever fandom that I have, and it jumps. I mean, you've walked around.
Oh yeah.
Whatever it is, I get very passionate about, and it's whatever happens to be new and shiny, and catches my attention for that period of months,
Oh yeah.
years,
Same.
whatever the case is. You have fandom,
Yeah.
but none of the desire for the follow through on a lot of this stuff. Like you would never take the jump with the hair that he did, or something like that. Like
No.
that, I hear that, and I'm like, yeah, I could totally see myself doing that.
See, I think
Like there would be a moment where I'm like, that makes perfect sense because I'm going to have the one thing that nobody else has,
Yeah. Exactly.
but
and it's
no,
I'm going to be able to talk about this for the next 20 years.
You're seeing that with reasonably the eyes you have of the time you've known me. But this is one of those things where I'm at age-wise, like the
gap between you and I isn't as large as like me and Jimmy.
But like 12 years ago, I bought a Kevin jersey off of Malcolm. I have spent stupid money on weird things in the past. I've spent amounts I'm not comfortable repeating on comics, my collecting. But
that's half the fun.
Oh, and I had the fun, right? It's just
you can't validate the stupid unless you say what it costs.
I've become more a fan of the enjoyment of time. Like, and honestly, a lot of that inspiration is from you. I don't have as much time as I would like to, but part of why I spent this morning being late and hanging with Jimmy was just because I knew being around him would be a good thing, right? Fun. It'd be fun. And that's partly yes, I'm not collecting random shit as much as I am trying to make myself available for the people I actually enjoy, which does include you guys.
We haven't seen him like in 2 months.
I was going to say, yeah,
Hey, I've been going through some shit. I said I don't have as much time as I would like, but I'm prioritizing.
I started my basement in like May.
Just busting your balls there, Tex. Your old droopy balls.
Old droopy balls. Total randomness. Have you ever it made me right. So I put toothpaste on my toothbrush this morning, and
thank God,
as I'm putting it towards my mouth, I noticed that the little blue and white swirly blob on the toothpaste looked like a scrotum, and it almost made me stop. But then I went ahead and did it.
No, that's a unique.
That is entirely a Sean thing.
Nope.
I'm half asleep when I'm brushing my teeth.
That's some Rorschach shit right there.
The eye boogers haven't come out of the eyes, for Christ's sakes, when I'm brushing my teeth.
Wow.
Let's continue.
We may have gone to the point where
Sean's
have
like,
too
you
much
ever put
free
the
time
crest
to
on the
contemplate
toothbrush? It
this
looks like a
stuff.
giant throbbing cock. You just brush your teeth that much harder.
And he has an electric toothbrush. So just
and you make a weird noise.
Sometimes I harmonize with the toothbrush. Yeah.
I think that's something for you to talk to somebody else about.
Oh,
probably somebody you're paying.
I need more. I need more therapy.
That's stuff that we can't help you with, son.
I started thinking of that Adam Sandler skit with the 6-year-old man. The stairs, big, beautiful hairy balls flopping. Who's the one to lick them? And they kick
Sweet cheese, I want to lick them.
Jesus. So
I hate you guys.
Happy fan recognition, Jimmy.
Well, thank you.
How do you feel about it? Like, having gone through, you definitely had some stress this morning and
the Whiskering's a little salty this morning.
Putting, and putting together the boxes of shit. If you do this again, because I know I can see you doing it again, what might you do differently, or who might you enlist to help you be less stupid?
Oh, probably you.
Yeah.
Probably you.
He makes a hell of a secretary.
Yes.
Takes copious notes,
Oh, I got to send you the notes.
No, I feel his pain because it happened for me by accident. So I became kind of like a bigwig in the Roosevelt shirt community really quick. And
what happens when you buy
self-described bigwig.
No, when
you have the entire collection, that happens.
And because we have a store on the Cape that retails them.
Right.
Yep. Islands. Great store, great people. But so there's certain shirts they only send to retailers, and those people they're not allowed to sell them online. They can't ship them. They have to be bought and walked out with at the store. So whenever a new shirt gets out, it has to be all of a sudden, like, I'll wake up and check my phone, and I'll have 55 fucking messages from people I don't know. Like, hey, you gotta make a 2XL green one. And I go, Jesus Christ. So I did that a couple of times, and it gets a little daunting. Like when you're going to the post office with 30 fucking shirts to mail out.
Well, the issue that I ran into was originally it was Thursday night, and they announced 3 things: the Pod Pal, the shirt, and the hoodie.
Yep.
And I just said, I'm going to be there. If anybody wants any of those items,
one of these 3 cleanly priced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I knew prices. I'd seen them. I said I can help you out. So when I left yesterday morning to go out to Jersey, I had a list. Of how many I needed of what. I'd already texted it to Walt. Gidim had put it aside for me. When I showed up, I was good to go. Everything was already squared away. It wasn't until I got there and Walt says, "Oh, we also have this giant table of leftover Patreon stuff that's been filling up my garage. Yeah.
This is when you keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Well,
I would do
You
the same
got
thing.
rid of all this stuff.
I
so
did.
Walt loves it.
I sold out all his mugs, all his Zippos, all his
8-tracks.
8-tracks. I think he's left with like 3 cassettes. Like I sold a lot of his stuff. But I didn't even bring it up to him. I started doing it before he even got there.
Yeah.
I got there, it was just me and Gidim, and I saw that stuff, and I just foolishly went on Facebook and said, hey,
There's also all
they
this
also
stuff.
have
I
all
saw
this
the
stuff.
picture, yeah.
Yeah, if anybody wants, I'm here. And within an hour, I'd already been hit up 20 times, and and I was there all day. So by the end, I'd been hit up I don't know how many times.
Christ on a cracker. Yeah, that's brutal.
But
Did they sell out of the pod pals?
Say again?
They sell out of the pod
No, plenty
no,
more.
they were still available online
Plenty
today.
more.
Yeah.
and I bought those at 7 a.m. yesterday, so they were still on.
Did the discount code work on those or?
No,
No,
because
there's-
the discount code's not for Tell 'em Steve. Dave.
This is 2 separate
That's-
sites.
Yeah,
No, I thought I got an email with all the Tell 'em Steve. I thought there was like a Black Friday thing.
I don't think
think
there
that
was a
was
sale.
just-
it was just pure
they were
stuff
just
we're
the
they were
selling,
cheaper
yeah.
in person.
Oh, do they have bundles or something?
What did
like
they
that
charge
and
for them in
stuff?
person?
like $10 less.
I got
50 when you were there?
7,000 fucking emails yesterday from everyone I've ever even
Oh, yeah.
thought about
Your
buying
inbox
that
blew
from.
up. Yeah,
I
anything
just-
you may have registered
Yeah.
for. Yeah, it was
I just
crazy.
stay off of email on Black Friday.
Did you get one?
No, I didn't get one.
Do you want one?
I might need to get
I
one.
have an extra one in my car.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think that's another thing. I think I overbought. Like,
Okay.
I lost track of everything. I ended up with extra shirts and hoodies. I mean, I'm assuming that somebody's going to
yeah.
come looking for
Yeah.
them.
I may
talk
be
after.
interested in the hoodie. We'll
Yeah.
talk.
Okay.
Show us the overflow.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all in my
can
car
help
right
you out
now.
and figure
Yeah,
it
I
out
got
for
you.
without
But
having
then
to-
what'll happen is then he'll go back through his messages and discover that it wasn't
Yeah.
overflow. He just
Right.
didn't,
Yeah, that happens too.
It's because there's no spreadsheet.
That's
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
spreadsheet, you wouldn't have the
there are
spreadsheet,
reasons.
you know?
There's no perfection, but
You can't have perfection when you're doing these things on a whim. Like, I love the fact
True.
that he drove down
oh yeah.
just to go shopping.
Well, no, he
Like,
was there. He's a
We're going back
personality
and
now.
we're going back and forth, and I'm asking the timeline. He's like, "Did you drive down this morning?" Yeah, he's coming back tonight. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can see that. Totally something I would.
Mhm.
We
Yep.
did that during the pandemic. We
Yeah.
wake up bored on a Saturday, like, let's go hit Red Bank.
Mhm.
Hit the stash. We'll just go see everybody,
Mr.
chit
Pizza
chat,
Pets.
and then we'll turn around and get
Mr.
back.
Pizza's
Yeah.
place.
Actually, we hit New Haven on the way back.
Yeah, no,
We
that's
got good pizza.
that's the play. No, a Sally's. Like honestly, like I woke up this morning and because I woke up late and frantically trying to get ready to come here, I woke up. I was like, I want to go to Sally's so bad.
I got to
today.
try Sally's stuff.
Sally's is amazing.
Sally's is my
I've had
favorite pizza.
Pet
Where's
Babe a million
Sally's?
times.
Let's go
New
do
Haven.
let's go do a remote episode. Let's go down and eat pizza.
Sally's a pizza.
Sally's a pizza. Sally's a pizza is my favorite pizza in the world.
Yeah.
Well,
I've
if
been
we
meaning
did,
to-
right down the
if
road
we did
from
down there,
Frank
you could
Pepe's.
come up and meet us.
Yes,
because
yeah.
that's
It's
Yeah.
kind of in the middle. Yeah,
It's
2 hours.
I would do
probably
it.
2 hours.
I've been
from us.
planning to do it. I've been
We could
planning
do the
for-
whole New Haven street. We could do the whole.
We've also
shebang.
talked about doing a cheesesteak episode at some point.
More than welcome to come out.
Yeah. Well, we have
Go
to wait
down
for
there.
we have to wait for something to get rebuilt, right? Are there?
Yeah, Jimmy
Yeah.
Byrne.
Are they rebuilding it?
Yes.
Don't
Yeah.
they have a second
Yeah.
location? But
They
the
do,
original
but-
South
They do,
Street
but the
one.
South
is
Street one
yeah,
is the
I
one
know.
Yeah, it's like Cafe Du Monde. You got to go to the OG one.
That's
That
the
thing
one-
broke my heart.
They had an upstairs window as well. Is
Yeah,
that-
we set up. You set upstairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
yeah. I
It killed me when I saw the videos and the smoke billowing out of the window. I'm like, we usually sit in that corner.
I'm down for that.
Like, Jesus.
Since we brought up cheesesteaks,
Ziggy Bombs.
Local news: Ziggy Bombs is opening
Next
December
week's?
2nd, Friday.
What's Ziggy
Where's the
Bombs?
location?
It's on what the hell's the name of the street there? It's so I work on Front Street in Worcester. It's right across the street from the Worcester Common, right behind City Hall,
Okay, I know exactly what
Yep,
it is.
it's right-
It's
yep.
that's that amazing cheesesteak truck.
next to the Worcester Beer Garden.
Always in. It was
Yep.
at Tatnuck, I think.
Yep, and he's got
this
a
week.
bunch of new things. Like he's doing a deep fried Korean baby back rib. He's got the wings are going to be full time.
These
the boom
they're
boom wings.
ridiculous. It's like all kinds of stuff that probably shouldn't be on a cheesesteak.
Yeah,
Like,
his claim to
there's a lot.
his claim to fame when that he sells out every time he has it on Fridays. It's called the poo poo platter. And it's a steak and cheese, and inside it's got boneless spare ribs, crab rangoons, and chicken fingers.
Oh,
And it comes with duck sauce to put on it.
oh,
And
that sounds both horrible and awesome.
The Zig Mac is delicious.
Especially
It's like a Big Mac. The Zig Filet, which has waffle fries and Chick-fil-A sauce, is delicious.
And
he
now
did,
there's like an actual
There's an actual
place
store now. Yeah. And I guess I was talking to him because our friend Klepp knows him real well. And I told him, I was like, one day the steak got delivered to the restaurant by accident and he couldn't get it onto the truck in time. So he went and bought a bunch of hamburger and did chopped cheeses.
Ooh.
Which is basically it's a steak and cheese with hamburger, but it's delicious. But he did a rodeo one. So it had like bacon bits, cheddar cheese, barbecue sauce, and like fried onion strings in it. Oh my God. I almost
Yeah,
put
now-
myself in that sandwich.
You haven't eaten today yet, have you?
No.
I haven't
Just-
either. As he's talking,
I haven't
my
eaten
stomach
either.
is
No, me too. I'm
growling.
starving now.
Yeah.
But no, Ziggy Bombs is.
He's had 3 of his 4 Red Bulls, though, I
Yeah.
think.
I've only had one coffee though, so I'm like all out of sorts. But yeah, no. So when Ziggy Bombs opens, we should definitely go down there one day.
We need another Kowloon run too.
We did definitely
There's
need a
lots of
Kowloon.
Kowloon talk
Yep.
during the WrestleMania, the Undertaker thing last night.
I haven't been to Kowloon in like 7 or 8
Are you still
years.
closing?
They are.
Eventually.
It's going to be they're redoing. There's going to be a whole mixed use facility there. So they're tearing down the big one, but they're going to open a smaller version.
Okay.
The family doesn't want to. The kids don't want to run it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Jerks.
and Andy and I'm sure I'll see him tonight.
No sense
Yeah.
of tradition.
He'll be there.
I love the Kowloon. But no,
7 years.
I was gonna
Stop it.
say before I started talking about food because I'm fat and hungry.
Cheesesteaks.
In a way, it does kind of like I understand like the horror you went through, but it is kind of like warms my
You
heart.
understand
that
the what he went through?
the horror.
Horror. Oh, sorry.
No.
Yeah.
It's just the way my brain's thinking.
My favorite part about talking to Jimmy is
Cheesesteak
hearing
and
that
escorts.
Boston accent.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Pac. Every time I hear it, it's you slip back into it quickly.
Oh, I never lost it.
It happens.
I never lost it. I get
Really?
it every day in Philly. Every day.
Traveling for work, that kind of went away, but
moving around it.
Wait until you
still
see
slips back.
how I wrote
Matt.
down the names that you read out to me for the postage stuff, because there's no way I understood them correctly.
you removed every R.
Oh, they're wrong, but you'll be able to figure them out.
Yeah, fine.
I wrote down, I got his address wrong.
Sarah Bartlett, SARABARAT.
Sierra.
But anyway, what I was saying was, because the episode's kind of gone this way, it is kind of like heartwarming to know someone has like a Black Friday story because up here, there's no more the hustle and bustle of Black Friday, which I used to do all the time. So when we could ever afford to get the kids stuff back in the day when I was broke, it's like, it doesn't exist anymore. Chris and I were talking that if you went to Target for the last week, all the friggin' $100 TVs have been on the floor and all like the pallets
A
of
lot of the
DVDs
deals
have
are
been
already
out.
gone,
Everything's
yeah.
gone already. There was no
Yeah.
like, even like, GameStop sold all the friggin' games cheap.
I was a big Celtics fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were getting the same Black Friday deal a week and a half ago.
Yeah. Well,
And 30% off,
It's
you were able to order
economics,
everything.
right?
just showed
It
up.
spreads because selling it only on Black Friday when there's online sales and other people are outside, it just
I mean, everyone always sold out everything,
Have
but
you
it's
gone
just
to
like,
a mall lately? The malls are half empty.
yeah. And
Solomon Pond's a mess.
the biggest thing is these retailers like your Targets, your Walmarts, your Best Buys, your Dick's Sporting Goods and stuff. The problem is they don't have staff to deal with Black Friday anymore. They don't have enough fucking people. They can't have 100 people lining up outside to go get into fistfights over toasters and Keurigs and shit. It doesn't work that way anymore.
this is depressing.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying.
no, it's the holidays just shifted.
It is. It's different now.
It's you don't have to bang your head against the wall to go shopping to save $10 anymore.
It's
You can
nice,
bang your head against the wall all year round.
which I
It's
do.
you can spread it out and the sales are all there and it's not
Yeah.
and it's kind of shifted in that there's not that one big thing people need anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody's hunting the idea of like when we were kids, there being that one toy that every
Cabbage
kid
Patch
had to
Kids,
have.
Power
And we
Rangers.
started begging as soon as that goddamn Sears catalog showed up or
Yep.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh, yeah.
whatever it is. It's
Yep. There's
it's
still-
not there. You're not having to hunt
Yeah.
at Toys R Us
And
and
the other
wait
thing
out
too
in the
is, like,
cold.
there's still
we did
that-
that when she was young.
Yeah, there's still that stuff, but we just don't know about it because our kids are older.
Yeah, but when I'm talking about the things we're talking about, these were like cultural moments. Like these were things
Oh yeah,
everybody knew
yeah,
about.
Exactly.
It
No,
didn't matter
that's-
if you were a
It's the
grandparent. You,
online stuff.
Nope, kids just
you
want.
still knew about Nintendo when Sega
Yep.
dropped or any of that.
yeah.
The
Well, I mean, kids still want PlayStation 5s. They just can't get them still.
best I had.
They
a
just
ton
need
of
to
them.
know
Oh, did
DJ.
The entire back. They must have had 20 of them on the shelves for people to pick
Oh,
up.
really?
Yeah, tons. It was PS5. None on the floor. They were all orders
Okay.
that people were picking up.
Oh
but
yeah.
That whole back room.
So
was
they
full.
had 'em in the app.
Xboxes. They were
Like
there.
I've walked into Walmart
Switches. There was a
three
mountain
times
of
the last
them.
week, and I've different WalMarts. I found one.
Yeah. No, it's slowly the supply chains.
So if anyone needs a God of War PlayStation 5 disc bundle, I have one available for $749.99. No tax.
Isn't that the second PS5 you're trying to? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard all about that.
You sold the other one, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, got rid of it right off the bat. Made a nice little profit off it. But again, it was more just
Sean's
like.
shaking his head because he didn't account for any of this. It hasn't been logged.
Well,
yet.
but
No,
it was more just like,
No, it's his definition of a nice little profit. Doesn't account for all the losses around it.
there's no loss around. I sold it like the next day for like $80 more to a friend. So I helped a friend out too.
By taking his money.
Just for this one, I'm selling this one for a loss. How's it? I'm just gonna keep
See,
it. I'm gonna put
true-
a PlayStation 5 in the shed.
See, a true friend.
The shed.
A true friend just had him set aside. You know, he must like me more. because I didn't have to pay extra for my Xbox or my PlayStation, or
Nope.
those are just waiting for me in a box out back at GameStop.
Yep.
That's correct.
But yeah, no, I mean, part
So
of me,
whoever bought that, he doesn't really like you.
no, I do know because I wanted $750 and I ended up going down to like $640 or whatever because he was buying it for a friend. So it's like, okay. Anyway, I'm just point of the moral of the story was fuck faces. No, that Black Friday used
That was
to.
his toothpaste.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
What did you put the toothpaste on again? It looked like a penis.
He thought it was an electric toothbrush, but there was.
I brushed my teeth with somebody's balls. I don't know.
Sean, what's your electric
Brushing
toothbrush?
somebody else's teeth, but whatever.
He's like, Sean, what's your electric toothbrush look like? Well, it's about 13.5 inches long. It's black. It's got a hinge in the middle.
A hinge in the middle.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Rodeo mode.
I don't. I'm glad to
Brush your
say I got
toothpaste
left
now?
behind, and I don't really know what I missed, and I'm okay with this.
It's like either 8 inches or 8 seconds. That's how
Wow.
that's how I-
That took a turn.
I do not like.
No, I'm
this.
saying like Black Friday used to be kind of be like that, and like I said, unless
Holidays just shifted.
it is, it's different. And like we all know, I kind of don't like the holidays anymore. I'm trying to be better about holidays this year, but I really don't like them.
I don't like the traditional holiday anymore.
Yeah.
I still enjoy the season and doing stuff, but what I enjoy is more like I'd rather go to something like Jimmy did yesterday.
Yeah,
Go hang out with people you want to hang out with, and
yeah. Well, that's why
celebrate it that way.
we're not doing really Christmas presents this year because we got some stuff coming up next year. But like I was like, JetBlue had that sale. I'm like, hey, let's just spend 8,000 JetBlue points and go to New York City for the day and eat pizza, and you can go to the Harry Potter store. You can see the Christmas tree and stuff like that. So it's just I'd rather just do stuff than buy stuff now.
I can tell you where to park, so you don't have to spend the JetBlue points. Jimmy can tell you it's not that bad of a ride.
That's okay.
You get into Manhattan in like 3 hours.
It was, yeah, I know, but it was like they had like the $30 sale, and when I converted it to points, it was like, oh, it's like fucking. Ding,
And
ding.
fuck you and your horrible take on the Merit. The Merit's not bad. You just hit it
Oh,
at bad times.
No. I don't hate the Merit. It's
Oh, there's a lot of vitriol on that stream. I saw that.
well,
I'm like, you know what?
that
I'm
was
not
like
doing
one
it.
message. I just said, I like to
Like
go
I do this professionally.
I like 84, 684, 287.
You like predictability. You will
Yes.
drive longer to know that it's going to take you 4 hours and 18 minutes
yes,
than take the chance that you can do it in 3:30.
correct. But that means that the people that are
And then you
waiting
don't
for
have
me
the
on the
fucking
other
rest
end.
areas. You need the Merit. You got to be able to hit those Dunkin' Donuts on the way to. This pit stops there. You plan this shit around it.
I prefer the reliable over the
You
massively
realize
varied.
84 has been under construction at the bottom end of Connecticut for
Oh,
the
I know.
last
Oh, yeah.
10 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
When it gets
yep.
down to 2 lanes,
it's
a
still
mess.
more.
I usually
reliable.
go. Which
We've
way?
had that argument before.
Yeah.
So I laughed when it came up in the string. I'm like, oh, here's this again.
We just want to drive down to Red
Hey,
Bank.
You can do Red Bank.
Although,
very
no, it
easy
sucks is
if you
The
you
fucking
hit it right.
the Starbucks is gone at that fucking
345,
rest stop now.
it's-
They pulled the Starbucks out of that rest stop.
Which one? The John Bon Jovi?
Yeah,
Jerks.
It's gone?
the Starbucks is not in there anymore. Because I used to do my thing. I used to.
I didn't stop there the last. I got gas there.
I used to hit the Bon Jovi rest stop, realize I was halfway there, and no more Starbucks.
No pun intended.
No, fully intended.
It's well played. We're just going to let that hang there, huh?
Thank you,
Good.
thank you.
Yeah. I
No,
like it.
and I had a fucking disgusting cup of Dunkin' Donuts
Oh,
dishwater.
come on.
Dunkin' Donuts is swill. It's fucking horrible. So now what I just do is I just take an entire like 36-ounce bottle of Stoke cold brew and put a straw on the top of it. Drill a hole in the cap, put a big metal straw, and I just fucking do that whole thing. So I need coffee. All I drink is coffee. I love coffee. Coffee.
I have nothing. So I don't know that Jimmy got as much shit as I thought he deserved, but
But you were
I
talking.
don't think. Yeah.
We
No, I don't
kinda
think he
pitted back.
deserves shit.
What other kind of stuff are you into besides like from back in the day? Like I see like you have a tick tattoo, which is dope, and I see.
Yeah, I've been checking out the
Clown.
tattoos as we're sitting here.
So he has all like he has tattoos like I would want tattoos, just random
Is
hot.
that a jackass tattoo too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I have Knoxville on my leg.
I do like the clown.
Well, do you recognize this image specifically?
It's Fawn number 7.
No, it's from the action figure that came with the comic book from the very first
Oh,
line.
yeah.
And I again got that as a kid and loved that comic. I have 2 of those toys now. One's in the box hanging up. One is not on my bed.
nice.
But I always loved that image from the comic that comes with the figure. And so yeah.
Do you see that? So they reprinted it. The new clown figure that came out.
Yep.
I think it was fucking dope.
Yeah.
That's one thing. One thing I never lost from when a kid was my love for McFarlane and his toys.
Yeah.
Man, McFarlane toys are
so
just
much better than.
oh my god, they are.
yeah.
They're so nice. And now they does the DC stuff, and he's the only guy that hasn't jacked the price of the figures up, and he still has windows on the boxes and everything. And
I'm still chasing some of his old horror figures, the movie Maniacs.
oh, they're so expensive.
I know.
However, like the
I have a lot of them, but I'm missing some.
yeah, the dragons just came back out.
Oh,
The
really?
new line of dragons, and
kidding.
the first one that come out, it's dope. And I guess supposedly, Movie Maniacs is coming back.
Really?
Yep,
That I didn't know.
and I think Twisted Oz is coming back too. He's doing another one.
wow.
He's bringing all the licenses out of the
Oh,
closet
man.
because they're killing it. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
right now he just has the Spawn stuff, the DC stuff, and the My Hero Academia figures,
oh,
and they sell like fucking hotcakes. They're the best.
There's new DC stuff coming. It seems like every other week.
Oh my god! They just announced. What did they just announce?
I just saw another display at Target
Yep.
that popped up at an.
Oh yeah, that had the Kyle Rayner on it, and it had the fucking what was the one that was hard to find? The Kyle Rayner Green Lantern and the
was another
White Deathstroke. from Deathstroke Inc.
That's what I thought.
But they just announced they're doing there's a Jay Garrett Flash coming out. There's
That's
Flash
cool.
Flashpoint Aquaman's coming out to Target. They're doing a Flashpoint Build-A-Figure wave. Yep. And
what's the build?
they haven't said yet. So the first two are going to be the Wonder Woman and the Aquaman, and they haven't said what else is coming out yet. And what else? Jay Garrett. There's another one that just dropped. Every time they drop something, you're like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Get to
And
build
then
the Martha Joker.
they have the Death in the Family Joker. That's a McFarlane Shop exclusive. And then, they got the Superpowers figures out, and the next three are going to be Wonder Woman, Reverse Flash, and Nightwing.
Right.
So they're doing Superpowers figures, but with like your new Rebirth stuff, and then they're going to go back and do all the old ones again. So
That's a layup for them.
they're $9 a piece, and they're awesome. And they scratch the itch.
I got away from the figure game and cleaned off the peg
Yeah.
when I was in Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I have to have these.
$9 a piece. How do you go wrong? And they're nice ones.
These are the things that I was buying at Spags.
Exactly.
Like I talked my parents into buying me the $5 figure.
Exactly. And like
That's
whenever
how they shut me up.
And like whenever
we're gonna
Dr.
be here
Fate
for
and
like
shit
an
comes
hour
out
and
too, I'm gonna be like, uh-oh.
Well, you
But yeah.
can't
They
skip
have a few
fate.
different Faith figures now.
They do. They have. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I'm just kind of bummed. I haven't seen there's no Fate helmet yet. They did Hawkman's mace from the movie.
Give it time.
Do you want
know.
you want the full helmet?
Yes, and I want to be able to put it
full
under
helmet.
lights right there. So you
Yeah.
can just look at it.
Oh, I'd rather have like a comic version of it, like a DC Armory version as opposed to. Yeah. So that's I'm the same way as him. I like stuff. Like I said, if I was allowed to get all those tattoos, I'd have just random. I'd have like the fucking little McDonald's Transformer Happy Meal toys and shit, and like all kinds of random
You
stuff.
have a Sorcerer Mickey tattoo, and
Really nice one.
I'll show you what people consider my best one if you want.
Yeah.
This will be off mic,
it.
but
he's dropping his pants.
Oh, it's so
I'm lift up.
Sean's pulling out the toothpaste. Here we go.
Let's call him Girthy the hair guy.
Oh, that's insane.
Oh,
That is-
nice! So we're looking at a beautiful Jack Nicholson Joker
Who did
from
that one?
'89 Batman.
Your tattoo artist is.
A guy in Worcester. I got one guy that does like everything.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do this one. This dude's kind of a prick. But he did an amazing job.
So you've actually it's got some white.
You got that
like
done
it's-
in
yeah.
Worcester.
Piercing Emporium.
The guy really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Guy from Ecuador.
Oh shit.
So what I like there. What's DJ?
These boys are just whipping them out right now.
That's Sausage Ring from Ink Master did that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I have no tattoos to show.
That was before your Gordon Ramsay Thanksgiving.
immediately. Yeah, nice.
I was
Kevin
going to get a
one.
Kevin tattoo for my 37th birthday, but that was during COVID, so it was kind of hard to get tattoos.
Yeah.
I have a couple. I have Kevin's face, but then I have like Randall from the animated series. I have. I got the Vulgarians logo on my
yeah,
back.
nice.
I was thinking of something to get Kevin wise. My wife just wanted me to get one, but one thing I love, which is a weird fandom thing. It's probably 'cause I live in Hawaii. I have an affinity for like the look of like tiki stuff.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe doing like a tiki pole with like Kevin, Jay, Dante, and Randall or something like that on my other calf. Maybe something I don't
Of
know.
like the animated style, because they lend themselves towards tikiization, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'd have sausage draw it up and figure it out because he's a big Kevin guy too. But I want to get that. I want to get a little 8-bit Mega Man Extra Life head somewhere because I like Mega Man. Like I said, I didn't. If I did it my way, I'd look like a fucking NASCAR driver.
That's where I'm at. Right
Exactly.
now.
Just like random logos everywhere and shit.
To the extent that now I'm doing a show for Tell 'em Steve Dave where I get tattooed. So
Oh, really?
I
hadn't
heard about
we
that.
already shot one. Well, it's all TSD related stuff. But my boy from Worcester actually drove down to Jersey and tattooed me in their studio.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I would.
Spoilers.
If I could.
Yeah, you're right.
If I had a guy like locally, that'd be bad, man. Like, hey, you know what?
You know all the 10 people that are going to hear it.
That's true.
You were probably with most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen a lot.
Yes.
Again, not to shortchange it, but before we started taking these big breaks, we were doing quite well with numbers.
Yeah, we'll
We'll fix it again.
we're working on it.
Yeah, one of these
We'll
days.
throw out more of your Disney stuff. That'll draw a bunch of people for you.
Exactly.
So let's see.
Unless you want to talk about Sean, this is all you. So
Well, yeah, I mean, mostly I just love listening to Jimmy's bullshit because it is such a nice additional, like he reminds
Tell
me
how
of
much
you.
he cares, right?
Oh,
this is
he
what you
knows
get,
that's
right?
a loving term.
I'm fucking starving now.
Yeah. So,
that was a big
it's your fault. Who took us
is.
into cheesesteak land? And
man.
you guys did Ziggy Bomb. I think I'm interested to talk through the top 3 stuff, but I did buy my first Hollywood prop thing. I mean, I guess I got the
that's
one,
right.
but I actually
With a Worcester tie.
with a Worcester tie, right? I bought John Hamm's final costume from Confess Fletch.
No way.
The Hawaiian shirt, the from when he was on the boat at the very end.
Yeah.
Because it was a Hawaiian shirt and it's the hat and the shorts. But
Oh, that's awesome.
I felt like a Davis because I was sitting there like bidding on things and losing them. So not completely like a Davis.
So
The thing I really wanted was the wallet with the yawning California
and
ID.
Oh,
See,
man.
that's what I was kind of getting at, where it'll be different between
Yeah.
what Jimmy, like if there was one of those things, there's like the retard switch that hits.
Oh yeah.
Seriously.
Where it doesn't matter that thing got up to 14. If it was the wallet and the license that I
Yeah.
wanted, and I had it in my head where it was going
He'd
to go
have
and stuff,
Oh yeah.
it's
getting-
I would do that at
it-
detriment of other stuff.
I still.
yeah.
I think
happens.
the only difference with me is it's a little more controlled by age and actually actively budgeting. Like I went
Yeah, I don't know
I
how
went
much
to like
age does it.
1,200 on it. I just wasn't willing to go to
No.
the 14.
No, the retard switch was there when I was younger. I just didn't have the money to do it. Now I have a little more
So
money
you're a
to do
retard
it, so-
that has resources.
and it is totally the yeah. Oh, that's fair.
Resources.
Yeah. But here's the thing, and I think Jimmy will probably back me up on this. From what I hear about, I got to watch the episode.
Yeah. You should.
Everything that's
Oh,
on
yeah.
your
Really should.
You'll
walls
love
and everything
it.
like that. The whole point to life is surrounding yourself with shit that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what it happens to be. If I look over there and see a football helmet or the pictures upstairs or something, it's all shit that made you happy. And every one of those things has a memory to
Yeah.
when you got it tagged or where you found it at a con
Yep.
or where you bought it or any of these bigger things. It's something like that where budgeting and age, those things don't correlate. That desire is still there. So here, perfect example. And this is something that this is where, we'll see the real gap. The cigarette machine.
Yeah.
That auction came at a time where Heather and I didn't have a pot to piss in.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose not to pay my taxes.
Yeah.
And I paid them late so I could buy the cigarette machine because that was something I wanted. I needed to have that in my house.
But
you were never going to defy the government in order to feed your fandom.
I still like, but it's not apples to oranges, right? The ID for me was nowhere near the cigarette machine in terms of meaning or worth to me, right? It literally was
The thing is, though, I could see myself doing it again.
Well, of course. But so if there were something that was analogous that put me in that position, I might have a harder time pulling the trigger right now. At the same time, I might also actually really be in a great spot right now to pull a trigger on some stupidity.
I understand the hair intimately because for the longest time, I kept like, today's the day. I think I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
That's what it
I'd seen it so many times. I'd heard them
That's
talk
what
about
it was with the jerseys. Remember on the Stash site,
Yeah.
they had like 5 of the jerseys. And I kept looking at them and looking at them. There's a few of them I wanted. And then it became one day that I just said, fuck
This
it.
is the day.
It's going on a credit card. I don't care. I want it.
Yeah.
I need to have those here.
So if I don't do it now and somebody else does it,
It's going to
that's
piss
it.
me off
Yeah.
every time I see somebody wearing that jersey or a picture of it or something. Yeah, it
Yep.
was going to drive me crazy.
I had a
So
chance.
I completely understand.
I actually took a year ago to buy a episode used Green Ranger shield from the show. And it really wasn't like in the grand scheme of things now. Actually, maybe a little more than a year ago, before all the movie prop stuff got just dumb.
It's becoming harder and harder.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I was like, oh, yeah, I should get that. I was like, I get tagged. I was like, but I already have all this Green Ranger stuff, all this stuff. I have green shit everywhere. And I'm like, after this last week, I'm like, motherfucker, I would kill to have that fucking shield right now in my house. But so, yeah, sometimes you just got to take the plunge.
It's been the story of my life.
I know, yeah.
It's taking the plunge.
No, but like Chris, I was like,
No, I'm with you.
If you're having like fucking like bad times, like you're, especially like, everyone talks about nowadays, like mental health's important because you don't realize till you get older, like how much like having your brain be all fucking mush really kills you. But it just helps to have like stuff to make you happy.
You get it. Some of that stuff you want, like I haven't even gotten around to hanging up all that. I'm sure you're in the same spot. There's stuff that you haven't gotten to displaying yet, but you just knew you had to have it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
The
right.
life-
scratch
Exactly
whatever
right.
rich it
The
was.
swamp-
Like I was showing you signs and stuff that I haven't put
I've
up
done it
yet,
with the comics,
but they
like-
make me happy. I know they're going to go up
Yeah.
eventually. And
Like my whole life, I've wanted those Green Lantern, Green Arrow 86 and 87s when Speedy ODs.
Yep.
I've never seen them in back-to-back weeks. I got one from the Hall auction. And there was one on the shelf at National Entertainment. I was like,
Do
holy
you have
shit.
an
there
85?
you go.
Which one's that one?
That's the shooting up cover.
Okay, it's 85 and 86.
85
then.
and
I have,
86,
I have an
yeah.
85, but you got
I have
one
them,
now.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I get it with credit. And then the Swamp Thing #1 popped
You
out.
mean you got it with store credit? You didn't put it on credit?
Yes, 100%. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay, good.
Yeah,
As far as you know.
nope, I have not.
No, I literally know better
No,
than he
would-
does.
Yeah, he does. And then the Swamp Thing #1
Whatever he
popped up. And it's the thing where it's like something my brother always wanted was that Swamp Thing #1. And I'm like, holy shit, there's one sitting right
Classic horror, any
Yeah.
of those things, any of the rights and stuff.
there. Yep, it's just
All those Tomb of Dracula books,
all
that
that,
kind of
yeah,
stuff.
all that stuff just kind
I'm
of
into all of those.
Yeah, and even like, and there's even stuff like where I wanted to buy stuff and I didn't, and I say that I regretted it, but it's just like it makes you happy, like seeing the stuff.
You want to be happy? Scrap the regular Comic Cons. Go to one of the horror cons.
Oh yeah,
It was by far. My wife will tell you, and she's not a horror fan at all.
Yeah.
She had a better time at HorrorCon than she has at any of the other ones. It was
Yeah.
a blast.
And I really
I've
do.
been to one.
People were
they're
awesome.
great.
I mean, it's crazy.
I like Rock and Shock when they used to have Rock and Shock.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was the
Rock and
best.
Shock's
yeah.
cool.
Well, I said,
I miss it.
I only went to Rhode Island because I work it now.
The horror
I work for
cons
them
are
now.
crazy.
If I
We went
wasn't
out to Indy for one of them.
Yeah, if I
It was
wasn't,
so
if I was
cool.
paying to get in and shit, and I wasn't going down to host all my panels, I wouldn't care anymore. I just don't. I liked WickedCon. That was a blast.
It was back
pouring through
it's
fucking
artwork and
back
books
issues and
the
yep.
stuff you used to go to the cons for, not
Yeah.
other crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm with you.
Happy's a weird thing. It doesn't come.
well,
no, it does. It doesn't come
Happy's a
along.
weird-
It doesn't.
No, and
it
we
doesn't
all
come
define it
along
differently.
Yeah, and it doesn't come along that often anymore. So if you can,
But if you can find something that makes you happy,
yeah, fucking do it.
then you follow you. Man.
Yeah, like I hopped on a fucking plane to go see Kevin again last weekend because
Who the fuck would do that?
I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
He said, "Dude, so
Good Lord.
So I'm the second one in line. He comes over because he did it differently. This one, he lined everyone up and then he went down to sign everything, and then
That's what he's been doing
yeah.
for all of them. Yeah.
So he signs stuff. He's talking to the first guy and he signs stuff, and he's not looking. He grabs the pop up my hand. He signs it. He looks up. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" This is. I was like, "Well, I hang out with these guys, rubbing off." He's like, "Yeah, it's rubbing off." But that was a fun night.
When's
It is.
the-
It doesn't make any sense, but it's
don't
fun to
think
go
I
do.
think
I go
it's
to hang out with
Boston.
Josh at this point. He goes through the signing thing, and I go fuck off.
We had
with
plane
Josh
tickets
back.
with points, and we had free lodging, and all I do is rent a car basically. So
Oh, are you going Wednesday?
I will be there. Yeah, Heather and I will be down there Wednesday.
I have a ticket. I don't think I'm going though.
I don't have it.
We'll be there for both showings. We'll
right, I'll
do
see you
that.
there.
We're doing Kilroy
Yeah.
for
Yep.
the late show.
Oh, yeah.
I might. So I would.
We may have enough time.
I got to ask permission because what I would have to do is I have to drive down Tuesday after work and then work remotely from Beth's house on Wednesday.
I can't go because I have too much work going
Yeah.
on. I can't
But then I'm off.
get down
We're
there
supposed to be
back.
closing the deal on, but I just got to send a
Yeah, it's tough because then Friday I'm at a conference at Foxwoods all day, and then next week I go to fucking Wisconsin for the
That's
week.
right.
So
You're gone for the week.
Wisconsin. This is the great time of year to go to Wisconsin.
it is. On the plus side, I get to eat Culver's every night for dinner. So
Oh,
Have you been before?
to Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went earlier this year.
It's,
I did.
I was going to say that's a
I did
knowing
work
look on his face.
for the
like,
United States Postal Service in.
you?
Isn't there a big headquarters, or am I thinking Minneapolis? Minneapolis. There's a big
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, this is many
That's
years ago.
another place you don't want to go to.
Oh, I know. I was
mean,
there.
like,
stuck
It
in
was
that
awful.
Hopefully it doesn't snow. I mean, Wisconsin's not like terrible, but like I'm going literally to get my brain slammed in
I like
training
cheese.
all week, so
I like cheese. I'm hungry.
brats.
like it's like training where
Cheese curds and-
it's like school. I got to do projects and shit and take tests and everything.
Oh my God. Sounds exhausting.
It is, but again, I get Culver's and
Culver's, so we're back to food. We
See,
covered
so there you
fandom
go. There's
and
your
food.
happiness, right?
Actually, no,
you
that
can
is.
actually spin any situation based off of the food that you can eat wherever
It
you
is
are.
very true because even when I was in Arizona, I was editing the video together before my laptop died. But
Oh, every time you post it in and out, I wanted to fucking
yeah.
kill you.
So I went for lunch one day. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go do all of the stuff. So for lunch one day, I literally had over the span of like an hour and a half, a Jumbo Jack, a Whataburger, a Carl's Jr. Big Star, and
Pretty
a
sure I
double.
could hear you getting fatter from
Oh
across the
yeah,
country.
yeah.
And
I
I
could
didn't eat-
feel him getting fat.
I didn't eat all of everything, but like I finished the Jack in the Box in the double.
I was cursing you out every time. I was so fucking jealous.
Chris gives me shit, but literally like if I was on death row, In-N-Out Burger would be my
It's the greatest.
I like
Yeah.
It's the
In-N-Out.
fucking greatest.
I love
yeah.
it. Though
it would be-
last time I had In-N-Out, I'm still bitter.
That's because he's old and he traveled out there. And
You made me walk a block for a cheeseburger, and then no, it was
We're not
really
gonna review
everything was
you
fine.
could have Ubered back anytime.
Everything was
you
fine
wanted.
until the
yeah.
fucking
Oh,
lift
yeah,
driver
sure,
canceled
yeah.
on us halfway there, and we were waiting for the lift. But it
That was awesome.
was fucking delicious, though.
I had to walk around the corner because I was
was-
laughing at these through Chucklehead so much.
I was like super cocked
I
too.
couldn't. I was in the
That
other
last
part
round
of the parking lot.
that last round of drinks, fucking just threw me for a loop. I dropped my milkshake and shit on the floor.
What were
and
those
everything.
blue drinks? Those were good.
I don't know, but I had like three of them. That third one fucked me up. Man.
Yep, it was good.
We were like hanging out with like fucking Ralph and Josh and shit.
Let's
and drinking,
let's
and-
land this.
Oh, nice.
Let's land this weird
Oh,
plane.
I saw the picture from, yeah.
yeah, we went to the comedy club.
You're in the
That-
back, yeah.
Yep.
Did I ever send you that picture of you and Ralph? Oh, remind me. I'll do that
I
before you
saw it.
leave.
So let's today's top 3 is brought to you by Canada. Stephen Griss thought I mentioned that Jimmy was going to come be with us, and he, like me, pointed out how Jimmy's fandoms are diverse, deep but wide, and he was like, I wonder what a Jimmy Fest would be like. And his suggestion was that we do top 3 things that would headline a fest that was dedicated to our own individual fandom. So, think about things that are not the things we have in common, not Kevin Smith, Tell 'em Steve Dave, whatever, but, the things that might not go together, that are a little more unique to you. And we'll, we can start with some honorable mentions. I don't think I actually finished my top 3.
No,
Yeah,
I just-
we'll get there.
So Jimmy, we'll let you start if you have any honorable mentions.
I got a few.
Okay,
I
go
got a
for
few.
it. Yeah.
And this doesn't just have to be like pop culture shit.
No,
right?
it
It's
can
like-
be
No,
whatever you want.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I thought. Okay, because I got tattoos on here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, obviously.
So you'd like
That
have a tattoo
Yeah,
place where people
absolutely.
go and get tattoos.
Yeah,
That'd be-
absolutely.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And I put Mountain Dew on here because
Oh, I'm with you.
that's my favorite
I like it.
drink,
Oh,
and
wait for-
that'd be like the sponsor.
There's even be like a Fago fountain.
Well, yeah, which brings me to my next one. Obviously, I have ICP in here, but they're honorable. They didn't make the top 3.
Whoop, whoop.
And, thank you, sir. And then I've done a lot of traveling for them. Like I wish I traveled for everything else the way I do for them, but
Yeah.
but like everything else, it's actually more about the people you meet than it is.
What's your favorite ICP song?
God, who the hell knows? I don't know. I mean,
What day is it, right?
yeah, I mean,
Those things are tough.
yeah, it's tough. But I mean, like I said, at this point, it's more to see the people than to see them. You guys know how that shit is. Like,
I'm a big fan of Redneck Ho. That's one of my favorites.
that's a good one. Yeah, that's a
Night of the
really
Axe.
good one. That's a really good one. Yeah,
Show up at your high school prom.
you
with
know
an
your
axe on the
shit.
Fucking palm.
You know your shit.
And throats with a hatchet.
And then I started writing all these different fucking shows down, and then I was just like,
Yeah.
you know what these all have in common? They're all fucking 90s cartoons.
Oh.
So I just
That's
fucking
a huge one.
Yeah.
yeah. So I just fucking lumped it all into that. Yeah, that's the. Oh, and well, we were gonna say we don't need to mention Kevin, but
Yeah.
I put
can.
and
Yeah,
obviously
it's gonna be in
Kevin.
there, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
obviously Kevin.
So what what aspect, where did you start with Kevin? Because I know, now Tell 'em Steve Dave's really an offshoot.
Absolutely.
Totally independent.
Yep. Dude, I remember it well actually. my parents rented Dogma. I didn't know. Actually, no. First, I saw them in Scream 3, I think.
Oh,
and then
yeah. Okay.
And then my parents rented Dogma. I think that's how it went. I know Dogma came first, but I think I saw Scream 3 first. Either way.
The random, who the hell are Jay and Silent Bob?
Because I remember seeing Scream 3 and not know who the fuck they were. But I'd like seen them, but I didn't know who the fuck they were. I didn't know my name.
Yeah.
And then my parents rented Dogma, and I was probably 12, maybe.
Okay.
And it just fucking changed my world. You know, it changed everything. And then, I mean, even as at that age, it didn't take much for me to seek out Clerks and Mallrats and Chasing Amy, and then watch all of them over and over. Yeah. And then when Strike Back came out, my mom actually took me to the theater to see it, and she's still upset about it to this day. Yeah, because, you know, obviously the language, and she fucking swears almost as much as I do, but
it's amazing.
At that
she
age,
wasn't
though,
all over the Clit Commander.
No, not when I was 13 or whatever I was. Like, she was like, "What the fuck did I do?"
That explains a lot. The timing is key.
Yeah, and then
Shit demon.
from there was just every time he did anything, I was all over it. At least as far as like film, I didn't start like going to see him until way later.
You went to a stretch there where there weren't a lot of events out here.
Yeah.
He had kind of stopped making the movies. He was pretty much just LA based with a podcast.
Yep.
Went to a dry spell there.
I went to a couple like book signings, but like book signings meaning like he signed beforehand and then did a 3-hour Q&A.
Yeah.
Nice.
It wasn't until, and I made the Pilgrimage of the Secret Stash like a decade ago, like I think right after Comic Book Men started maybe. But I was always like everything else. I was always all in. And then I think moving to Philly really helped me out a lot because
put you more in the pocket.
The proximities.
Yeah. So now anytime he does anything, I'm an hour away. You know what I mean? Like I'm going Wednesday. Yeah. I'm taking off work, but if I were here, I don't know that I would be doing that.
Yeah.
I'd probably try and figure it out.
Those extra couple hours hurt sometimes.
Yeah.
The big draw there is Josh and Liv.
Yeah.
Being there for the first showing.
I want to see that movie in the worst fucking way, dude. I love Ralph. I'm so
Somebody's
excited.
already seen the movie.
I know.
At this table.
I know.
Who dat?
That would be you, Mr. Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm dying to.
He's very fun to drink with.
I know. I can't. I'm hoping he'll be able to hang out for a Boston show one of these days.
We'll see.
Yep.
Fingers crossed.
All right, DJ. Honorable mentions for DJ Fest.
So honorable mentions. We're gonna go number one DC Comics stuff. Sure. Obviously, like
you can just add me in there because one of my
we've
honorables.
talked ad nauseum. Like growing up, it was Adam West and Superpowers and Winter Carter and all that kind of shit, and it just never stopped. I'd probably have to go like 80s cartoons. 90s cartoons also, your He-Man, your Mask, your G.I. Joe, even in the 90s, your weird shit, your Ronin Warriors and fucking all these crazy shows they used to do action figures for and stuff. Basically all, Bionic 6 and these vehicles to sell toys. Cops was fucking awesome and I still watch them all the time, so. What's the other one? King Arthur and the Knights of the Round. That was a fucking good one too.
Nice.
Excellent Super Nintendo game.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it was. So basically, it was King Arthur. It was basically the real King Arthur, and all the knights died or got killed, taken out by the bad guy. And Merlin opened a portal, and this football team from like California gets sucked through. So the quarterback is King Arthur, and
shit.
Yeah, like Lancelot's like the left tackle, and she's the big fucking dude. Oh yeah,
I've never heard of this.
Yep,
never heard.
King Arthur and the Knights of Round. It was an arcade game. It was a fucking Super Nintendo game. It was a toy line. And it was a cartoon.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I think they had a comic series too. Silverhawks, Thundercats, all that kind of shit.
Nice.
So
that's a good set.
All my animated bullshit.
Animated bullshit. Chris?
Very cool. He hit on one of mine. DC Comics would be a large part of it.
We're going in the wrong order.
That's because for some reason you want
How did you let me do that?
Huh?
Freak.
Yeah, I'm a control freak.
I'm a big fan of self-punishment, Sean.
Yeah.
We weren't going to argue. We were just happy you were here to record one.
Right.
So,
now.
The fact that we're getting an episode out of it, we're thrilled. We'll take whatever we can get.
It's
Continue with your
last chick at the bar at 2 a.m. Take what we can get.
It's, I'm squinting real hard.
At least somebody wants me.
There's sideburns, but it's 2 a.m. So.
I'm hearing a slight buzzing over there. I don't know. Figure might get lucky.
Your honorable mentions, Chris.
So I'm going to reorder these things. Yeah, exactly. DC Comics.
They were already seated at these seats before we sat down, so I couldn't really.
This bothers him.
Yeah,
and the fact that we're plugged into the wrong ports when he goes to edit is going to drive him.
Did I say anything?
No, but I can see your skin crawling. I think that's why the
it wasn't crawling. No,
it's it's okay. So can I continue, or do you?
You may continue. Yes.
Why? Thank you. Appreciate it.
I have issues. Damn it.
Allow me to retort. So, totally as DJ was talking about, I was always more DC than Marvel.
Yeah.
Got into the Marvel stuff later, but it'll fall back into Batman, Green Arrow, all those guys, much more. And I'll reorder it because we already kind of talked about the Kev connection.
Yeah.
There'd be some kind of a Kevin tie there, but it's kind of morphed away from the movies and everything like that. Yeah. It's more like you were saying, it's the people you met through it.
Yeah.
Like I go to all these shows. I don't need to see Quirks 3 again.
Right.
I go because I get to go hang out with Josh and fuck around and do that stuff as much as anything else, you know? So it's more just having your people around you.
That's actually a really good point. Is part of why you go to stuff you like is to be surrounded by people who like that shit, right? Certainly folks you know, but even it's how you meet people.
No, I adore Josh and Liv. There's not much Kevin time at any of these shows. I'll sit there and chit chat with them for a second. It's more family and all that. It has nothing to do with the movies.
Yep.
It's hanging out with the kids. So
excellent. My honorable mentions, completely in the wrong order, that nobody cares about. 80s synth bands and new wave like The Cure, Depeche Mode, OMD.
So
Flock of Seagulls,
Howard
not so
Jones,
much.
Glory Hole.
Yeah, Howard Jones, little Thomas Dolby, all my favorites there. Maybe a little Midgear and those guys, but and then Pizza and Cats. I love cats. I love pizza, so I want a cat tent where you can just go and hang out with cats and eat pizza. What's that look for?
Put a pin in that. I got to ask Heather after this. We met somebody backstage at the first reboot show that we were at in Asbury. There's literally a cat diner in New Jersey where you can go in a room where you can go and play with the cats. Like you see them, you're eating and you can go in the cat tank.
Okay, yeah, I may be able to get Jen to Jersey with that.
Let's not go crazy.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. And yeah, those are my honorable mentions. So now let's talk about, we're getting to number 3. Yep. And so Jimmy's going to go first, and then we're going to go this direction.
We're going to go in the same exact
No, we're
order
not. Nowhere, because it'll drive me nuts.
First
you
one to
can't
yell
change
it
it.
out. Go.
You can't change things now.
Sean's like,
I can
You've
change
established
everything.
the order.
I
And by the way, it's his podcast, so we're just invited guests.
That's true. I'm just a guest. But DJ always gives the number 1.
You shouldn't have fucked it up.
I screwed it up. All right, fine. Doesn't matter.
Jimmy,
goes
you're up,
regardless.
sir. Number 3.
Number 3.
All right. I think this is the order I'm going to go. I think at number 3, I'm going to go The Howard Stern Show.
Nah.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think, the amount of hours I spend
OG
at work,
Stern.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was good
The
stuff.
amount of hours I spend at work listening to that is like mind blowing. That and something else is in my top 3, but I'll get to that.
All
But
right.
Nice.
That's a good example of one of those things I was really hot on for a while. And then either circumstance or life just kind of made me segue over.
I mean, I'm fortunate that because of what I do for work, I have headphones in 12 hours a day.
That
does help, yeah.
You can listen to anything you want. It's beautiful.
That explains why he listens to Fan Men. Because he's
He's just
listened
trying
to everything
He's just
else.
trying to fill the time.
Yeah,
I get it.
exactly.
Now,
That works.
you guys are actually a priority. There's a lot of podcasts that I am a year behind on, and you guys are not one of them.
Well, look, we only do about 3 a year now. So.
Yeah, we're easy to
It's
keep
easy
up
to
with.
keep up with.
Yeah, it's true. Awesome. I like that.
DJ, number 3.
DJ, number 3. I hate you.
Okay, number 3. I actually came up with what we were talking before we started top 3. So I'm going to call it Food Alley.
Ooh.
So I do love food.
Isn't that what you call your butt?
No. It doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't. It's a walking dad joke.
Yes.
Hold on. Penis.
Waka waka.
Penis.
Thank you.
Toothpaste.
Thank you very much.
Toothpaste. Penis toothpaste.
Oh, no.
Toothpaste. Penis in the toothpaste. Our penis. So, as a former giant fat guy, used to be 400 something pounds, and now just a little fat guy, I say I do love my junk and my snacks. So I picture like one quarter of the convention being half all fast food stuff, in and out, Jack in the Box, Whataburger,
Oh, so like,
Rallies.
yeah, fast
And then
food
the other
stands,
half
yeah.
just being all just Disney snacks.
Oh,
Pretzels and plastic cheese and your Dole Whip and your
Dole
carrot
Whip,
cake
yeah.
cookies
Oh,
and pizza spring rolls and
that sounds kind of awesome.
like my one of my new favorite Disney snacks they better keep around is the chili fries with Walt Disney chili recipe, the chili cheese fries. It's a fucking delightful.
Are they served at Disneyland and?
Yeah, they're both. Yeah,
Yeah, you get in both.
Yeah, they're just it's a very good chili recipe. It works for what they use it for. So yeah, I like all that kind of shit.
The food.
Yep, just give me all but nothing like there's not a vegetable in sight.
No,
No.
vegetable site.
You don't need them.
Nothing homemade.
No, the
right?
closest
It's
thing
gotta
we
be
have to vegetables is like
processed.
onion rings.
Yeah.
It's just all just horrible, deep fried, just fucking artery clogging deliciousness, mass produced, preserved bullshit.
So we need to
You
secure
went
it.
wide there.
We need a festival
My
location
three's
next
food
to a.
too, but it's more specific.
I can't just. I mean, and obviously, like, I mean, if you were going like everything out,
You're
like
just going volume.
I am and granted, like, if the Kowloon
with
food
it.
truck is more than welcome to park in there,
That's
and
one of my three.
and if you could do a pop up like Sally's a Pizza because that is my favorite. Like I will
I
get up
love
and drive.
Sally's, but all right.
I'm more, well, I don't like cheese as much as you. So for me, Sally's just has that perfect amount of cheese on it because I'm not a huge cheese guy.
I'm a huge.
Sometimes the cheese isn't even present.
It's amazing.
It's just a tomato pie.
Yeah, you can get it without cheese even. So
My number 3 was specifically food. Kowloon food truck, Regina, and Jim's.
Oh,
I do, yeah.
I
OG
want-
That's a
those are
trio
my-
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those would be my top 3. I don't care what else is there, but
yeah, no, Regina's good
I would
too.
have those. And you need to transport the original ovens. I need Boston Regina, not
Boston
those.
Regina.
I don't need mall Regina.
Yeah.
I need the real stuff.
But some Regina, like I don't. There's anything.
It's not bad, but it's not
Still
the same.
pizza. It's just not the same.
Honestly, like,
It's not the same as going into the North End. And
no, I mean, I just love pizza. Even like when we were at Rhode Island, I went over to Sabaro's and got a New York pizza slice, and it wasn't terrible because it was pizza. I had to eat something, but I got a Stromboli.
Jimmy also keeps almost dying like DJ does. Like I feel,
That's a true fan. Sean.
yeah, that's a true fan. He's
you cannot be
developed
excited
asthma
by
just for the
food court
show.
pizza. What
No,
the-
I know, but like,
This is why you like Mr. Pizza Slice. Like,
I
oh
do
my
like-
God, I
and
had
I
the
do.
greatest pizza. I'm like,
I do like Mr.
Really?
You know what? If as long as I
like
can,
you realize there's better pizza on every corner in New York for $5.
No, I know.
As
As long as
like
the
everywhere.
My two biggest things about pizza is as long as it's foldable and thin, and the topping ratio is good. I'm usually satisfied. But however, I am going to allow Chris to give me my New York City pizza list when I go to New York in a couple weeks, and I will do his pizza order.
He'll allow it.
Head down to Bleecker. Just you need to hit John's.
Yeah.
Joe's is okay.
Pizza. So you're number
Patsy's.
3. We
Go to the OG Patsy's in Harlem.
That's what we need to. Ooh, Harlem.
Not Upper West Side isn't bad, but it's kind of bougie. So,
bougie.
but you got to go to the original in Harlem. It looks like they haven't done anything.
Fat Ginger
to,
murdered in Harlem. News at 11.
So my number
You're
3.
letting your racism.
Yeah.
No.
Just you got a little bit right there at the corner of your mouth. Just yeah.
That's more I watch too many movies more than anything else.
That's
Probably think Brooklyn's still bad too, right? Brooklyn's gorgeous. The neighborhoods can't afford it, but Brooklyn's
yeah.
beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Fat Ginger.
Hey, why are you going last? This is so confusing.
It's
Nothing makes sense.
I'm horrible.
Up is down, black
Up
is
is down,
white.
black is
Sean
white.
looks happy. I'm confused
No,
as fuck.
it's working together.
This is
stereo.
nuts.
Can
you saying?
Can you hammer this 1-inch spike through a board with your? No, that's
Not yet.
Not
yet.
Call me or whatever. She
No,
says.
no.
Yeah. So my
Girls
number.
got to have standards.
That's it. Thank you.
Of course, that's it. What do you look at me like that? Jesus Christ.
That was a positive thing to say. My number 3 is food-ish, but
It's a gory hole.
no,
We already went by the Howard Jones glory hole. That was an
no, it's
honorable mention.
no, it's a swim up open bar,
Oh, okay.
right? Just
Like the
things
Hard Rock
things
in Vegas or
yeah, things that make me happy. I mean, obviously, it needs to be weather supporting being in a
Vegas has to be
bar.
one,
Yeah, well,
swim up blackjack.
if as long as it's swim up, I want to be able to soak in a pool with booze and honestly food. If I could swim up
Oh,
to
God,
your part of the
swim up-
festival,
swim up pizza?
yeah, yeah, just take exactly what you guys said and let me swim up to it, and I'm
I take that back.
Perfect, yeah.
If I could have like a kiddie pool and just have like some topless chick bring me Dole Whip and pizza, you could put a bullet in my head and I'd be fucking happy.
Who wants topless Disney?
yeah
Topless Disney.
topless Disney.
They don't have that in Paris.
All right, so we're on to number 2.
Oh boy.
Jimmy, what's your number 2 at Jimmy Fest?
I guess people are gonna be starving at my fest because
We'll bring our own.
I didn't even include food, and I love to eat.
Okay,
so-
you're allowed to, you know.
Good.
I was thinking more like fan shit.
Oh,
no, trust me, I'm a fan
This
of
is
food.
fan
of
shit.
I am too.
I take more pictures when I go to Blue Rocks than I do with my fucking
I
family.
can't
so.
remember any of the stuff I like. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, I was.
Go there tomorrow, say donuts.
I had a similar problem.
I can do both in one shot.
They're right there.
I missed the rocks, man. My God.
Next time you're in town, we'll go.
I would love to. I would love to. Okay, my number 2. I put Jackass.
Jackass.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
now is it an experience at the fest? Like, not only do you get to meet
I
the guys
think-
and stuff, but
and
you
I-
literally get to do shit.
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
What could
dude,
possibly go wrong? You'll never get it
No, but,
insured.
I mean, you could do stuff like individual. I'm not trying to steal your time. Or nothing.
No, by all
if you
means.
did like individual experiences, you could have like an interactive Jack experience where you could charge people like for like duck hunt.
no, we're already paying to get into
there's
Jimmy
cer-
Fest.
So
Don't nickel and
They
dime
get to
me.
pay to get kicked in the balls.
No, not.
I want to
not
get hit
balls.
by the giant slapping hand. I was, you know,
That's
yeah.
the best. That's the best Jackass skit of all
That showed
time.
up at WrestleMania, didn't it?
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
hand
it
came out
Yeah.
from under the ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a piece of the mat
amazing. Do you?
from
Oh,
that
yeah.
match. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
You're a wrestling guy too?
Yeah.
Oh, I know a guy. I can connect you with.
Yeah.
Someone.
He's going to Survivor Series tonight.
Oh yeah.
That's why I gotta. Yeah,
Oh, no
taking
shit.
my daughter and.
Yeah, he met Taker last night.
Is that why the urn and fucking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always a big wrestling fan. As a kid, got away from it, and then randomly she got into it on her own. The girls started popping up. On the wall. Well, yeah, take a peek.
So no, I'm saying like you
Yeah.
could
It
have,
goes wide.
yeah, you could have Jackass be interactive because like you
Yeah.
know it wouldn't just be all getting kicked in the nuts, but I'm sorry.
It just seems impractical to insure. But I guess I didn't say there had to be any realism here.
I'm saying like if I could pay to stick one of my to stick you on
Hey.
that big fucking blob thing, dress like
Hey.
a duck, and then shoot paintballs at you, I'd fucking pay.
Insured. You just put the disclaimer when you're buying the tickets.
no, those things are really enforceable.
You'd be surprised what's enforceable. If you get somebody to sign off on it, everything's enforceable, even as they're getting taken out on a stretcher.
And they'd be forced to make new fucking merch, which that's like my number one
Yeah, okay.
like merch
Yeah.
chase. Like it seems like
Yeah, they
much
really
of
don't
it,
do
right?
as
not
of
much,
anything.
and there's a lot of fucking like old T-shirts that I can't fucking find of like the different variants of the logo.
Oh yeah,
And I have a good amount, but my God, they are fucking difficult to find.
Yeah.
And that's like that's probably my greatest chase right now. Is like Kevin Smith was number one for a while, but his shit is pretty easy to find
yeah.
for the most part. It usually shows up eventually, but Jackass shit is so goddamn difficult to find.
It used to show up. Then Ashley got into the game full bore, and now it's tougher and
Yeah.
tougher to.
That's
fight
true.
for some of that
But
stuff.
fortunately, I do have a shitload.
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
My little brother's got some old BAM decks and stuff like that.
I have.
that's
Yeah,
I have one.
That's
I,
his guy. Bam's his guy.
I have a
So-
Wee Man deck. Yeah,
nice.
I have an Eric Andre deck.
Have you been to Wee Man's Taco Place?
No, because they're not on the
I'm
East
just like
Coast
ripping
at
souls
all.
out left and right over here today.
I think the only place on the East Coast they are is Florida, maybe. and
Okay.
Maybe Georgia. So no,
I
and
can see that.
West Coast has a shitload, but no,
Yeah.
I'd love to. He did a whole tour and everything. I wish I could have gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he hit like all of them. But
Jackass. That's good.
thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, DJ.
I like Jackass.
You are a jackass.
Thank you, Chrissy. Did you do your number 2?
Don't. You're the number 2.
Okay.
That's because Sean fucked up
are,
the order.
are you
remember?
screwed up by a change in the
No,
order,
you're fine.
DJ?
No, I'm fine. I can roll with the punches. My number 2 is no surprise. It's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
It's. I mean,
You just want a Pink Ranger experience?
yeah.
Don't we all?
I would seriously. She's a lovely woman. I've met her a couple of times. No, I mean it's just one of those things where no matter how old I get, like if I hear that that fucking guitar riff kicks in, I'm like I'm ready to drop kick a fucking nun. So
Was that one of the
They're harder
episodes
to
that they didn't?
no, it's just
Hey, nuns are harder to find these
it
days.
is. I'm saying
You,
just
you gotta go
like
hunting.
the song still fucking ramps me up and stuff, and I still like it's very me shiny primary colors
Oh yeah.
and dinosaurs.
Pink isn't a primary color, DJ.
It came in a crayon box. It's good.
You had pink?
Yeah.
Fucking rich bitch. You had that 64 pack, didn't you? I had like 7 colors to put.
In fairness, they were Rose Arts. so-
Whatever whatever they
okay,
had at
yeah, it doesn't
Spags,
really-
they were
yeah.
like 7-pack,
Yeah.
like 50 cents.
No, it was Rose Art. They didn't.
I
they
didn't have a
color.
fucking crayon sharpener.
No, I
Or
just-
with the
it's-
sharpener, yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
yeah. No, I mean, even just like I said, like last week was a rough week for me, but like I still I have the helmets on my house. Like more, the helmets make me happy when I stare at them, and the toys do, and the song does, and the
Do you
show
have
does.
any of the old merch?
Yeah, I got the originals. I got an original Megazord. I got an original Dragon Zord. I have my JDF. I got the flip heads.
Oh,
I
nice.
still have all the flip heads. They're open. I got the green one sealed still, but I have the flip heads, and then I have a bunch of the helmets, and I have the weapons, and I have the sword and the Saba and the Zeo, gold Zeo thing and stuff. So yeah, it's just
I have the big Bones figure.
Oh,
I was
Bones, nice.
I was like, for me, that was like Monster of the Week shit.
Yeah. Yep.
I loved that shit so much, dude.
I have one toy of my favorite. My favorite monster was Nasty Knight, the one they got Zach for his birthday that year.
yeah.
But yeah, and I have like Pudgy Pig and
dude, I got a little
Guy
figure of him. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I have Lord Zed.
Yep.
I don't know
love
any
Rita.
of these things.
No, I know. This was definitely
Generational thing.
Yeah.
It was just when it, like, I was a little bit, people think I was a little bit old
missed
when it
it.
hit. Yeah, it was fifth grade when it hit. But I was
7.
yeah, I was a little bit older, but I'm such a superhero guy. It was just like, and then you had like all your, your types. Your Billy was the nerdy guy who was using computers like I liked, and Kimberly was just so goddamn hot.
Yeah.
It's like,
Color was Billy.
Billy was blue.
Yeah. Okay. I actually did.
yeah,
I think I was
and-
a Zach kid, if I recall correctly.
yeah. And luckily, I've met them all.
Yeah.
All the ones that, except for Trini, obviously 'cause she passed away, but
Right.
like I've got to meet them all, and they're all good people. So like David Yost is awesome, and Amy Jo Johnson's awesome. And,
I've seen them. They hit all the cons.
yep. No, that was always first stop is whatever ranger I need to check the box on. So yeah, so Byron.
I've got Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze.
Yeah. I love that shit.
Ivan News was from the movie, the Money from Power Rangers movie.
Yeah. He was the villain.
Ivan is his name?
Ivan
Ooze.
Okay.
Ivan Ooze, yep.
I thought you both said, I have an ooze.
Oh, no.
So I was like, what's an ooze?
Did they make the real Ooze as a toy?
They did. They did.
I thought so.
It was just purple slime, like you got your Terror Pit or your Fire Ghost
or Gak or whatever the
Yep.
shit was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Packaged it.
Yep, just
Yeah.
repackaged it with a new label on it.
Chris,
Excellent.
what's your number? We're on number 2,
Yep.
This feels all wrong.
doesn't it?
It really does.
don't know
it's all
what's going
backwards.
on.
I'm supposed to talk after you. Oh, you fucked it up. All right. I don't really know how to incorporate this, but there would be some kind of a sports element
No, yeah.
to it.
Sure.
Like a punt pass kick kind of.
Maybe, but my favorite thing in relation to sports is like sitting at a sports bar and
Yeah.
watching.
That's what I was
Like wings and beer. I love nothing more than somebody else pouring me a beer.
Yeah.
So I can just sit there and watch games and shoot the shit
Okay.
and do that kind of a thing.
Sports lounge.
Yeah. Probably sports lounge, sports bar, something.
but with a mix of current stuff, but also like you could pull up
Yeah,
whatever
they can
you
throw
want
retro
over time.
games and
yeah.
just things playing on in the background.
like
and
NFL
stuff like
films
that.
and shit.
Yeah. Picture like a high-end ESPN zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they used to have the interactive
sure.
games and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Okay.
But all New England based.
There you go.
Oh.
There you go.
Something like that. Because fuck
I
the
like that.
Lakers. Why do I need to watch them?
FTL. Fucking Lakers.
There you go.
Excellent. My number 2 is a little more like fanny pop culture-y, Blade Runner, pavilion, Blade Runner, like an immersive world. Like definitely affected by
No sunlight, plenty of
just
rain.
no
Just
sunlight,
desolate.
rain. It's just like my basement. The
Only when the window leaks.
Welcome to a depressing
sad,
future.
yeah. But
John Hogarty Fan Fest.
when I went out to San Diego Comic-Con, they were doing they had a Blade Runner 2049 experience that
Yeah.
was very
Oh,
much
wow.
like
They do a good
totally
job out
immersive with props and like noodle shops. Like it was totally like you were there, and I would love
crazy.
to have that.
Yeah.
And so that that's definitely not something you normally would run into.
Excellent.
So that brings us to, in a completely weird way, number 1. The number 1 Jimmy Fest item.
Well, I'm probably still just riding high from yesterday and this week in general, but
Yeah.
but I put TSD.
Yes.
And I mean, like, I wish you guys could have been there yesterday because it was, besides the fact that I was running around the whole time, checking my phone and grabbing merch and making sure I got paid, it was fucking magical, man. Like,
Yeah.
everybody was just hanging out and kicking it, and like no one had to leave, although some probably should have, but they didn't kick anybody out. Like at one point near the end, Bry's wife took over the studio with a bunch of random women, and they were drinking wine.
Yeah.
And Bry goes, "All right, it's got a little red face in here. Everybody calm down." But to the point that finally, like, everybody involved with the actual show, with the exception of Mary Beth, ended up in the hallway, and everybody else took over the studio. It was just fucking awesome, dude. So if I could make that into a bigger thing,
Yeah.
that would be the dream.
Well, I'm still bitter that like they had the 10th anniversary show that got COVIDed, right?
Moved, then canceled.
Yeah. And I was looking at some Sherry.
We had tickets for that.
Yeah, well, we
With the
had tickets.
refund.
They got refunded. Sherry had made me one of those, rubber bracelets that's, 10th anniversary
I have one.
TSD Mayo. You know what I'm talking about?
Get him still wears his.
Yeah. It's one of the things for me with TSD is it's unlike a lot of these other things that are built around a movie or a property or show or whatever. TSD has never been anything except dudes talking.
Yeah.
Right. And it's always, that's part of why I always enjoyed listening to Smodcast. That was one of the first long time things I listened to. But I literally feel like I know the guys, which obviously I don't. But so when I'm hanging out with other fans, it's not really like, it's not a big deal. It's like, we all kind of get along. We have that same commonality. And I definitely am with you on that.
That's why you and I clicked so fucking fast. You literally stuck your head in the door and we became
and you
friends.
bought the hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of instant.
So it's your fault?
Yeah, sure.
He loves getting other people to spend money, except for DJ.
No, I did not influence it at all. No, I didn't make him do it. I certainly
me,
didn't say
He
you don't want to do
He
that.
didn't need any help.
No, he walked
people
in,
like
he
us
went,
got this.
I believe you went, is this really happening? Or something like
Yeah,
that?
because it was momentous.
And Sherry was there.
Yep.
I didn't know her either, but
Yep.
you guys knew each other.
Sherry's a sweetheart.
Yep.
And she's like, oh, it's happening.
I'd like to point out that Sherry's yet to be on the show. I've
Sorry, Sherry.
tried. Yeah, we'll make it happen.
She's gonna hate me for that.
No, she's so full of love.
I owe her a drink because her brother made us those awesome keychains and stuff for
Those keychains
Comic
are
Con.
cool.
Yeah,
So when I went
Very cool.
to their house
Yeah,
on
3D printer.
Thanksgiving, Tommy gave me the mirror tile of the Ant-Man. Like he had made.
Oh, yeah.
Like before the shirts went out, I had a bootleg piece of Ant-Man, stuff that I loved. But he just cranked stuff so immediately.
Yeah.
He had made her a
talented.
Christmas ornament of this thing that Kenny Rubenis had drawn of her like 40 minutes early.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This thing of her drunk Gertie character, which
Yeah.
we will keep between ourselves. But yeah, I love them. So
she's the best one. She's a hoot.
TSD is
She's
obviously a great thing. I'm right there with you. I'm happy to buy tickets to Jimmy Fest.
Oh, thank you.
How about you, DJ?
My number one, it's not creator or nothing. It's something Star Wars related.
Yeah.
Star Wars is the ultimate.
We haven't really talked about Andor or anything, but the first thing I'm thinking when you say Star Wars is I'm just like, we have so much awesome freaking Star Wars
I know.
lately.
It just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah. I'm only a couple episodes in on Andor,
I haven't
but
even started it, dude. I hear it's like
I haven't either.
I hear it's the greatest.
it's just
Same, yeah.
it's just the world. Like it's just so
I hear it's well
deep.
written.
It's
yeah.
well written. It's well done. I mean, if they could have told us when we were kids that this was going to happen, like this is the crap that was in our heads.
Seriously.
I think.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
when you saw, guy in black armor, with laser sword, you never thought about, I really want to know about all that political unrest that led to,
Oh, well, yeah.
but that's basically what it is. And it's fucking pretty crazy.
but it's coming at us in a better way than episode one.
Yeah. But
tried to
obviously,
take us
especially
there.
like in a fan fest scenario, Star Wars, you can do your,
You can't do it in a movie.
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
You need an
Thank you.
episodic
you need
format to
18
be able to
hours
get
or
into
the hell
that.
it is.
You're dead on.
Yeah. But Star Wars House, you can have the sets and the interactions and the cantinas and the droid meet and greets and the characters and the armor and
Blue milk.
Blue milk. Ugh, fucking blue milk's gross.
Green milk?
It's even
I
worse.
still haven't done any.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
It's fucking
No?
nasty,
You and I
man.
need to go because he's done
No.
Chris has done the whole cruise thing. You haven't done that yet,
No.
have you, DJ?
No, and even
I think it
Chris
was
hasn't
amazing.
done.
yeah.
No, Chris does what Chris
We'll get
does.
to that on number one.
Yeah, and even the 30% DVC point discount they're doing right now, I can't swing it. I would need like 2 years worth, and I just don't have it. But yeah, I said you could have all kinds of interactive sets, and you could have even like you could have concerts and orchestra experiences, and said you could have Star Wars food and stuff, and you could have the march of the slave Leias, which would be 1,000
Jesus.
hot chicks,
DJ in a
bikinis.
bikini?
Oh no! We'd have a screening
Oh,
process.
son, you can pull
Screening
it off.
process.
Yeah.
You're Nazi.
No, I just have standards, John. It's for the fan.
Are you shitting me? He
Yeah,
has
make sure
you
the
know who
experience is
has
worth the
standards?
entry fee.
I've been distracted the entire time by Will Ferrell and blackface on the
Yeah.
shirt here. It's like that's a darker shade of tan there. That's really throwing me
just
off
a
the whole
fabric
time.
coloring thing.
Yeah,
He's
whatever.
not-
I don't know. It's
You have organic
It's sketch as hell. Yeah.
No, but yeah,
Kevin's in the picture. That's why.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris, what's your
It ties
number
right
one?
back into Kevin. So,
Davis Fest.
number one at Davis Fest.
Locked doors.
No,
No one
it's
come.
pretty fucking much. This is all for me. There's a no speaking policy that you have to sign on as soon as you get.
I like that.
Yeah. No, everything, even all the stuff ties back to events. It's events are at the heart of any of it.
Yeah.
Be it going to the shows or anything, especially concerts. So there'd be some kind of an 80s rock tie-in. Like picture any band that played on the Sunset Strip
Oh, okay.
in Guns N' Roses, all of those
Yeah.
guys that were coming out of there. And then we would have to tie it back into what Heather and April are going to see tonight.
Yeah.
So Extreme
Yep.
started at late 80s, right around the corner from where I grew up. So I've always kind of followed Nuno
Yeah.
and that whole thing there. So you'd be working 80s music and
What are
80s
they
live
called?
music and
Betancourt Thanksgiving. Like there's
Betancourt Fest. The family gets together and you realize that he's the least talented of all the musicians in the family.
insane.
There's like 8 siblings and like every brother is a better guitarist than he is, which is nuts.
That definitely fits in. I mean, you can see that being a fest, and it feeds into. You're right. It's an
Yeah,
event
there's
that
definitely
would
going to be a
epic.
stage there with rotating bands and all that.
Nice. I would like to go to all your fests. I
You don't want to pay the ticket prices. These bands are very expensive these days. Guns N' Roses tickets are through the roof. It's ridiculous.
Worth every penny.
I'd be working the fest, right?
I got to build a fucking basement now? Is he like the ticket taker?
We're literally in your basement. So and having me end with the number one proves why this should never happen again, because mine is wah, wah, wah. Right. I need to change my number one because it's crap.
He's like puppies with leukemia.
Yeah, it's just in the arms of the angel by Sarah McLachlan on loop.
It's just an ESPCA commercial on loop. That's what it is.
The sad children and 3-legged dogs.
No. So this gets to just one of my favorite things, but I don't think anybody would enjoy it. What I wrote down was data and surveillance, but that doesn't strike anybody as something worth going to a fest for.
Nobody's going to this fest.
That's what I said. I can't even explain it, so I need to think of something better. Yeah, we'll
It's
see.
like, so you basically say
You're a fan of work.
so
No.
You sit on a
No,
rooftop in a dark
All right,
where it's
fine. Let me-
raining, and a replicant reads you Excel spreadsheet.
No. Ooh.
No, it's Richard
I should
Dreyfuss
table
and
knock.
Emilio Estevez. Takeout.
No. So here's kind of what I'm thinking, right? I mean, I guess where you'd go in the current world is kind of think of it like an augmented reality thing. But imagine that now you're in a dynamic place where everybody there is known from a metadata perspective. So all of your fandoms are known to the environment, to the information environment. And so
That's realized Sean's house, his fest, isn't actually a fest. It's in a
him wearing
headset.
the fucking
He's on a
Oculus.
couch with a
Exactly.
headset on. None of this shit actually exists.
no, it's
He's
no,
sitting in a kiddie
no,
pool
no.
in his basement.
No, you're wearing a headset
With
but
a
you're
Corona
with
in his
people.
hand.
You're wearing a headset that you can see through, right? The new Quest Pro would be a perfect one for this, or a Microsoft HoloLens. But so now imagine that all of your fandoms are known to the environment, to the fest, and as are everything about you, your history, where you've lived, who your families are, all this stuff. And your experience is just kind of like wandering through.
On a floating chair.
Well, imagine that
Wall-E.
you can say, okay,
My entire past is there.
well, sort of. So
Got to relive every shitty
like
decision.
you're
I've
like,
ever made.
okay, everybody that's
I'm
ever
so
loved the
confused.
Power Rangers, you can, knock the side of your glasses and boom, now you see everybody and they're brighter based upon how much they like the Power Rangers. And so you can gravitate towards the Power Ranger stuff. And then you can
And
go,
how-
I might change Sean's number one in the recap.
it's a terrible idea. Like I didn't really get anywhere on it. So my top 3 just sucks
Okay,
this time.
let's go.
So you can
recap.
wait a second. You can geo-target people based off their fandom?
Yes.
Like a cell phone does. Like every time you open fucking Amazon, or
So you put on the headset and you find out your wife's cheating on you because she's nowhere near where she's supposed to be?
Yes, but the idea is to be like it's kind of a performance art type experience where people get to
So it's like
experience.
York?
It's like interpretive dance and cuckolding, basically. It's like
It's Metaverse Bjork.
Yes.
I'm changing that.
I'm not conveying it.
Okay, so Jimmy had.
I told you,
we go
should.
back to the real
There's
world?
a reason why DJs dumb, simple, logical things end up,
And number one, I like cheese.
Cheese.
Thank you guys.
cheese. Actually, there you go. It's Cheese Fest.
Jimmy had Howard Stern, Jackass, and Tell Him Steve Dave. Chris had food, a sports bar scenario, some kind of 80s rock fest. I had Food Alley, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and Star Wars. And Sean had a swim up bar, Blade Runner, and men's gymnastics. Thank you everyone for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe at FMet37 on Twitter. And talk to everyone next time.
And thank you, Jimmy, for joining
Oh,
us.
thank you for
Yeah,
having
thank you,
me.
Jimmy.
Thank you for having me, man.
Buddy.
It's an honor.
Next time you come back this way, we'll definitely do a rocks run.
We'll
That'd
do
be
a
great.
remote.
Hell yes.
We'll do a food-based.
That'd be fun.
No, we'll do
Recording.
rocks and we'll do top 3 diner foods.
Love it.
Now you get some-
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.